it's good to have the motivation of progressively developing bodhicitta and making offerings to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. But if you combine this motivation with an actual creation of all what you could offer, you potentialize the merit accumulation. You increase your accumulation of merits. So remember many times about this incredible capability of accumulating merits, and open in your own minds this capacity of creation, right? So when you visualize, for example, the offerings to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you have the representation of the Mount Meru in the center, with the 4 continents, each 4 continents having 2 subcontinents, and all around is surrounded by any kind of offering. The space as far as long as you can imagine it, you fill it with offerings.
Dobro je imeti motivacijo, da bi postopoma razvili bodhicitta, motivacijo dajanja daritev vsem Budam in Bodhisattvam. Toda, če to združite z mislijo na to, kaj vse bi lahko ponudili, to ustvarjanje zaslug še povečate. Zato se čim večkrat, čim bolj pogosto spomnite na to neverjetno sposobnost ustvarjanja zaslug in dovolite, odprite v svojem umu to sposobnost ustvarjanja. Ko naprimer vizualizirate daritve Budam in Bodhisattvam, imate na sredini podobo gore Meru, 4 celinami, vsaka od teh celin ima še 2 podcelini. In potem si zamišljajte prostor naj bo tako velik, kolikor si ga lahko zamišljate. In ta prostor v svoji vizualizaciji zapolnite z najrazličnejšimi vrstami daritev.
Another thing that you can add to your visualization is, while actually you might be sitting somewhere in front of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, that you can visualize above the Mount Meru and on the top of all the offerings that you have created, you can visualize yourself prostrating. So in your mind, in front of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you are prostrating. And actually, within your visualization, why to limit yourself to one body prostrating? Yes, you can visualize many of you prostrating at the same time. Right? It's your world, it's your creation, so you can develop this creation as much as you want. The goal is, I prostrate with body, speech and mind in front of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and I make them as many offerings as possible.
Druga stvar, ki jo lahko še dodate svoje vizualizacije, je, da ko naprimer nekje sedite, da se zamišljate, kako se pred vsemi Budami in Bodhisattvami, ki jih vizualizirate nad goro Meru in vsemi daritvami, da se pred njimi prostrirate. Pravzaprav v svoji vizualizaciji, zakaj bi se omejili samo na eno telo, ki se prostrira? lahko se vizualizirajte se, kako se prostrirate, vizualizirajte same sebe v več podobah, v več telesih, kako se prostrirate hkrati. To je vaš svet, vaše stvarstvo, z njim lahko počnete, kar hočete. Vaš namen je, da se prostrirate pred budami in bodhisattvami in da jim ponudite čim več daritev.
This mental creation of offering and prostration is the externalization of what you would like to be able to offer, even if currently you cannot. Right? Right now it would be difficult to offer all what you imagine. Well, first you would have to find the Mount Meru and the continent and bring them back home, so to be able to offer them. That might be quite complicated. Not that the joke is impossible. So, first of all, within your field of mental creation, you have a lot of valuable things which you could not physically offer. But in one way, it does not matter that it is physical or mental, because, as we have often said and discussed about, everything is already a kind of mental projection. Only in this case, you are aware of what you are creating. And through our thoughts, we are generating karma. Positive karma, negative karma. Offer a huge amount of offerings to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Of course, it is positive karma. Offer all that for the benefit of all sentient beings, it becomes merits. So even if you are alone in the middle of Tivoli, sitting, you can accumulate extensive amount of merits, which in return will benefit your practice. So why to deprive ourselves of this extraordinary possibility by forgetting or by not remembering or by not taking in consideration this possibility?
To mentalno ustvarjanje daritev in prostracij je izraz tega, kaj bi radi ponudili, pa ne moremo. Naprimer, v tem trenutku ne moremo ponuditi, ne moremo darovati česar, kar želimo. Najprej bi morali poiskati goro Meru in celine in jih potem prinesti domov, kar je pa že nemogoča naloga. Toda v bistvu ni pomembno, ali je daritev mentalna ali fizična. Kot smo že dejali, je vse pravzaprav neke vrste projekcija uma. Samo, da se v tem primeru zavedamo, kaj ustvarjamo. In s svojimi mislimi ustvarjamo karmo. In če so te misli daritve Budam in Bodhisattvam, je to nedvomno pozitivna karma. In če jo posvetimo vsem čutečim bitjem, so to zasluge. In ni pomembno, kje smo. Naprimer, če smo sami sredi Tivolija, še vedno lahko počnemo to prakso, izvajamo to prakso in si ustvarjamo, nabiramo veliko zaslug. Zakaj torej ne bi tega počeli, zakaj ne bi prakticirali darovanja, samo zato, ker se nam ne ljubi, ker se nam ne zdi pomembno, če pa to takšna dobra priložnost ustvarjanja zaslug.
The second effect of these extensive offerings is to create a certain state of happiness. When you do all these extensive offerings, you create, you accumulate, you expand, you prostrate in front of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that you can visualize. Which kind of state of mind does it give? You're not sad to offer all this. Right? When you do all these extensive offerings, it brings a happiness, it brings a pleasant state of mind, out of which you might wish to offer even more, and so on. So it's all benefit to enter into this kind of mental offering.